Hello everyone, my name is Cetus, and welcome back to Imperator Rome as Talos in the efforts to recreate Babylon. We've been kind of just chilling in I keep saying southern, we're not really that south compared to the world, but southern from our main enemies, which is the Seleukid Empire, and I suspect we're going to be chilling here for a little bit because we're just kind of waiting for an opportunity to take some of our ancestral land. We want this chunk of land here and we're hoping they'll break apart. In the meantime, we're trying to convert our culture. We've gotten to about almost 10% of our main city, kind of the same in a few of the smaller cities. Trying to keep our research up right now. We're very technologically advanced and we hope to stay that way. I don't actually know if there's an easy way to tell what the enemy's technology is, but I'm willing to bet we're ahead. One of the advantages of Tylos is the city-state you begin with, which is just this little place here, has a fantastic citizen ratio. And hopefully we can maintain that even though we expanded to encompass the land around us. We're kind of limited. We can't expand south, at least not at the moment. We don't have the range to be able to go to war down here. And so it's only these giant, scary nations to the north. So we are encouraging disloyalty with this guy here and hoping that the provincial loyalty or his loyalty will go such that a civil war will break out. And if a civil war does, that's when we're going to jump in and hope for forgiveness. Because we can't really do anything right now. They have 92 cohorts. Not a ton of manpower, but 92 cohorts is plenty to do some damage to me. We also need to keep an eye out because if they ever do go to war, with this nation over here, that would be another opportunity to step in. And finally, we have some tyranny issues. If you consider high tyranny to be an issue, I would like it lower personally, but it's at 51. So we'll just unpause and chill. Our manpower max is only 10,000, which is interesting because I think it was. Actually, it might have been fall when it was just this province. I was going to say I think it was 8 and so it only went up by 2, but that sounds wrong now that I'm saying it out loud. We do manage to have the support of our Senate right now, which is kind of nice. I'm curious, what would it take to become a dictator? Democrats has greater or equal to 70 support. Interesting, can you only get it as a Democrat? That's odd. Popularity of 90 or greater. Does seem like you need to be a Democrat to do that. Or you just need an amazing leader. Anyway, it would be fun to claim a dictatorship at some point, but right now our government is as far away from the Democrats holding power as it could be. Which is fine. It is what it is. Actually, I hadn't noticed. Xenophobia, heated debates in assembly are not uncommon, especially when there are so many prominent members. Lately, a wave of xenophobia has swept across Talos. Turn the other cheek. Gain prominence, popularity. Our popularity is garbage. Oh, wait, that's not us. Okay, that makes more sense. The C75 over here. Oh, this guy is practically Pontic. So it's basically, do we take sides? Or do we not take sides, or do we take a side and get a rival? We will, What's your power? Prominence, power base, 28. I don't necessarily want you angry. I don't know how powerful that person is. I don't want the powerful lady to be angry, though, so that's fine. This guy is now the angry one. He is way more powerful. You are set as my rival, too. Let's remove that. That's a terrible idea. And we'll leave you be. Okay. Unpopular console. Lose money, gain popularity. Lose integrated culture happiness. We'll gain tyranny. Really, game? Just don't want my tyranny to go down. We'll take 2 years of poor popular support. I think it'll be fine. We don't have that many integrated culture populations. Most of our population is not us. Do we have any families low? Not really. So we'll take this lady. Young, extremely good. Once her stewardship gets up, she'll be an excellent researcher. And I really do want to keep my researching up nice and high. We can call it one about these, though one of our shrines, I think... Oh, we have no shrine for that person. Yet. Morale of armies, man. I don't really need any of those. National citizen happiness. Or... aggressive expansion change. That's... could be useful in the future. Citizen output or... imports. Interesting. Provincial loyalty change for 2 more imports. More commerce income. Be useful. Tempting. We got food and freeman happiness for capacity, food, or food and tax. I'm just gonna stick with this one. I like the citizen output because I wanna keep that lovely world of high citizen rate. I feel like our citizens have moved around because we have less citizens here than we used to. We do have a court of law. May want one of these as well. How much is it? 50. Almost be better to have things to... But how are my other cities doing? Temples, fortress. See, the temples aren't really necessary. The population is mostly us anyway. Integrating is nice. That's full. Where's the capital, the major city that was over here? Is it here? Yes. That has no buildings. Double fort, though. Interesting. What do we want over here? I'm going to build 2 buildings. I shouldn't spend the money on this necessarily, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to encourage conversion, and I'm going to encourage citizen. I want to keep that going. Wait, was that one of those cheaper? 50, 50. I feel like my money should have been lower, but who am I to judge? Well, the loyalty is going down, not as fast as I want, but it is going down. Pensioner approaches, we gain money, loyalty, and the researcher loses money, or we gain stability. No, we'll take money. Always money right now. Always money. Look at that, we're down to 50. In like 50 years, we'll be down to 0. There's our civic advancement. We'll grab that. Slaves needed for surplus, -1, lovely. Citizen output, perfect. Okay. That's mainly what I want to do. I want to chill and keep our tech high. As a custom dictator, the eager yet politic inexperienced man has approached us enough since asking for our formal patronage. You are terrible at everything but religious stuff. Interesting. Gain sort passage. He gains a skill in something he's bad. Or he loses loyalty. I don't actually know if there's consequences to this. We'll do it. You know what? Sure. Sure. We're just sitting here waiting for a chance to regain our throne, right? At some point, the Seleukid Empire's got to collapse. I'm kind of surprised they haven't just come down and demolished us. I feel like that's the right approach. Because they basically have an infinite claim on us. A trade route went. I want a month to go by to make sure we're still doing good on food. Okay, good. Because I know this place has trouble keeping food coming. Honestly, There's probably some good tactical choices I can make, but I just want money. And citizen happiness. Whoa, the Seleukid Empire is willing to trade with me. Lovely. But yeah, I just chose it because it had the income. Does our other province have trade route? It does. Doing good on food. We'll bring in some gemstones. From ourselves, though. A little less exciting. Both where? Again, just choosing for the money and no trade routes. Fine. It'd be nice to recolonize these two at some point, finish our mission tree. Because there's probably some mission trees to improve our own land if we could just get it completed. But, you know, we'll get there. Just not a lot of people in these nearby places. Actually, this province, should we change you to a simulation? It would give tyranny, though, I think. To force the shit. So no, maybe no. We'll just chill. We're not in a hurry. Chill at speed 5. Hope for a better day. Watch this tick down. Loyalty 19. Ministry of Excellence is fine display of financial. Made significant alterations to the national budget. Excellent. Gain tax. She deserves to reap the reward herself. Gain loyalty. And she gains money. Or hand her next year's books too. Oh, instead of, because we're crafty, we can get 2 years of it instead of 1. Gorgeous. Take 2 years of improved income. We can improve some of our cities as well. I'm still tempted to tear down some forts. Because it's not like, where's our economy? It's not like we could ever survive if we really got taken at. Invest in West Oma. Traditionalists have used the time and control of Tallying Assembly to demand investment in part of our country. So we lose political influence, we gain a building slot, and 10 approval of them, or we lose 50. Okay, well, they're the only reason we have control of the Senate, so fine. Fine. Fort maintenance. It's only 0.49. Can I see, what does a fort cost in maintenance? Not gonna tell me. Must tell me somewhere, right? Nope. Not gonna tell me? Not gonna give me... Oh, that's fleet maintenance. There we go. Okay, so it is costing me extra. It is costing me extra for this double fort. I'm gonna rip one of these down. I'm gonna leave one. I'm gonna leave one, just, you know, barbarians, slow transition, blah, blah, blah. But I'm gonna rip one down because, again, we're gonna lose, we're gonna lose. Like if they're that far into our territory, we probably already lost the game. We'll take Papyrus, Noble Happiness, and Tech Investment. Or do we want a second? What did we take? Oh, we have double gemstones already. Improving our country civilization level would actually be fantastic. Do we have one glass by any chance? Don't. Because the civilization level gives some bonuses, happiness, but it gets rid of barbarian growth, right? Which would be very helpful. So that is tempting. But also, papayas make our noblemen happy. Nothing wrong with that, and it makes a little bit more money. So let's do that. Don't overthink it. Look at that, 47. Maybe I'll finally get my tyranny down. Now that we're not aggressively controlling the Senate. Useful indiscretion. A cousin belonging to one of the lesser branches of the family have become embroiled in a scandal at court. According to eyewitnesses, the youth managed to publicly shame himself. Well, that's a little awkward. Let the family handle it. They lose prestige. Or the state could step in. We lose money and gain crap. No, you can handle it yourself. Good luck. Kind of interesting. I'm gonna have to play a little bit. I guess Tola, right? Like keep my empire going good in the middle. You know what? I don't know. Does this fort here? Because normally a fort protects all the adjacent territory. So does it protect these two? That it's connected by the strait, or not? I mean, I'm kind of guessing no, but I'm curious. I don't know the answer. Let's maybe. This has max buildings. Right? This does not. What's our income here? Tax income 1.2 plus 0.69 from trade route. Citizens, noble, ports, marketplace. Tempted to put a, what is it? Tax office here. Gain quoted only 0.07. I mean, it's something. I don't actually know what the ratios are for like what a good increase in income is. It's funny that number though looks like 0.08 to me. Right? Because you're going from 0.29 to 0.37, which seems like an increase of 0.808 to me rather than an increase of 0.07. Kind of seems like that number's lying to me, which is very rude. You know what? No. We're going to come here. We're going to build a second theater. And a noble and a library for our noblemen. Because I really want, like, we want to convert our people, but also I want to keep that tech advantage going. Speaking of tech. Sacrifices are easier. Integrated culture is happier. And war exhaustion goes down faster. All good stuff. Nothing that will particularly keep us ahead of Seleukid Empire. Oh, that guy is gone. That governor is gone. Did they strip him out of it? Interesting. The loyalty is still going down of this province. So let's take a look at who we have. So power base of 14 and his loyalty is 54. So we wouldn't quite get him down to the critical place I would like. 41 gets a little bit lower. What's his power base? 11. This guy kind of looks like the guy I was firing disloyalty with. Then you're the leader, right? So that doesn't help me. Oh no, you're the leader. Power base 22.6. Interesting. He is the most powerful by far. What is the critical point? I don't remember what the critical point for loyalty is, but I think below 30 it becomes a warding and below 20 it becomes a problem. Let's inspire this guy. And let's see where it goes. 25. We'll chill out with that for a little bit. I'm kind of tempted to keep going with this guy because some of these provinces, where are they? Down here, are really low, but we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll switch back to him if the loyalty starts ticking up, which is the opposite of what we want. But I want to see if we can, like, this guy is much more powerful, so if he becomes a problem, it'll be a bigger problem. Oh, interesting. We can see if at least 12.97% of the total power base characters are subject or disloyal, they will progress towards a civil war. Currently, 10% of the total power base are disloyal. So it might, if we could have gotten someone below 20, it would have been more useful. I'm curious if there is a way to see some of their other people, right? Because my researchers getting disloyal can cause problems as well, right? They can have power. So is there a way to really get in and see what enemy families are? Which I've never done. I've never really messed with, like, mucking with the internal politics of another nation. I've always just done it through military power, so this is kind of a new experience for me. But this is old me, which isn't what I want. I want to see you old characters and families in your country. Yeah, that doesn't help me. I can't think of like a ledger like EU4 has that I've ever seen in this game. This is an entire feature I've completely mistaken. I guess you could probably work your way through. Wait, did that governor just change again? I think he did. Funny. Am I losing my mind? That guy has changed for sure. But I thought I was inspiring disloyalty with the guy. I am, but suddenly his loyalty went up. Went up to 40. Don't know why. Disappointed by that. Kind of. Oh, he was bribed. I see. I see. Rude. I mean, smart, but rude. What am I looking at here? So actually, I wonder if we go for the Seleukid, go inspire. Yeah, it's only at 0.79, so that guy is no longer disloyal. Okay, well, we'll keep the disloyalty on him. Because I don't know how long the bribes last, but hopefully not that long. Cancer. Mildly unfortunate. And I need a friend in the foreign territory, don't I? Gives me some more options. How powerful are you? Yeah, that should do fine. I don't know what being friends with you does, other than I think I can start doing assassinations. Which would be cute. Lose some popularity and gain a moderate amount. That sounds good to me. Shipwrecked. How awful. We should help. Lose some money, gain some loyalty. Do we care about you? Not really. No power base. Your loyalty's low, but you have no power base. There are more pressing concerns, he has to deal with it. Or offer to buy his failing trade empire. Gain a trade route. Huh. Oh, we gain his trade. Interesting. I don't have a permanent extra trade route, but I gained his current trade. Less useful than I was hoping, but that's fine. The benefits of power. Has been seeking refugee and wait. An outspoken critic of this guy has been seeking refugee in our country for some time. He is a man of no importance, banished from his own land. He seeks limbs and spreads vicious rumors of debauchery and corruption about the court. Has abused the hospitality too long. I gain tyranny and political influence, but lose. I don't want tyranny. I want my tyranny down. I'm sorry, man. I'm not doing that. Just not. I apologize. I know it would be nice, and in theory, I'm trying to be a friend. And honestly, that would have been like the friend thing to do, but that's, I have goals, and that wasn't it. Making an impression, diplomatic channels to offer a way to impress and show our respect. A gift-laden envoy should influence him. Lose stability. Interesting. Or political influence. We'll lose political influence. We don't have a lot of political influence, but it's the same gain, so. Terribly vexing. Come on. Caught red-handed. Found in front of the assembly is a sorry sight. Caught with jagged rock in hand, he is said to have been ready to strike down in a brutal act of violence. Luckily, passers-by were quick enough to act and prevent this terrible deed. Shouldn't be too hasty. Some loyalty switches. Or the dungeon will straighten him out. Prison this guy, our physician. Or imprison you. Shouldn't go around trying to kill people. That's just straight rude. Also, don't do it yourself. That's lazy. Get someone to do it. Like, come on. This family needs a new person. An 8 isn't bad, and a physician isn't that important. She's young, and she'll gain her finesse up, so that's a good choice. I have a disloyal character, but I don't know how much I care. Foul base, abrasive, accused of murder. No, whatever. I'll go away. How's this guy doing? Loyalty is still dumb high. Very disappointing. But this province is still going down drastically, which is awesome. Military advancement, which is what we're hoping and dreaming for. So we'll gain some discipline. We'll gain some fort defense and some siege ability, which will be very, very helpful. And we're maintaining about 100, which is my dream, because I want to be able to buy armies once a war happens. Honestly, there's probably wisdom to not building buildings soon and saving up a massive pile of gold. And maybe we'll start thinking about doing that soon. But I might try and build up my cities to have max buildings. But that's a good place to call this episode. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.